Hello students, in today's class we are going to talk about the remaining core concepts of marketing. Okay, so the 11th one is supply chain. The supply chain is a longer channel stretching from raw material to components to final products that are carried to final buyers. Okay, so it is a longer process, starts from procurement of raw materials and it ends when the final product reaches to the final users or final buyers. In other words, supply chain is the network of all the individuals, organizations, resources, activities and technology involved in the creation and sale of a product. Okay, so it is the network of all the individuals, organizations and the activities which involved in the creation and sale of a product and service. A supply chain encompasses everything from the delivery of source materials from the supplier to the manufacturer through its eventual delivery to the end users. Okay, so it is the process or the chain which includes right from finding the sources of raw materials and then supplying those sources to the manufacturer and from manufacturer to its eventual delivery to the end users. Okay, now see here one example we can take. Supply chain for a women's purses starts with the procurement of raw materials and it moves through the training of employees, like how to prepare the purses, then cutting the raw materials into different shapes, size, design, then manufacturing the purses, and finally the marketing channels to bring those products to the customers. So in this way this supply channel chain works. So these are the steps involved in the supply chain. Okay, as I said, it starts from the procurement of raw material and ends when the product reaches to the final users or customer. Okay, so this is the first one, finding the sources of raw material. Then the supplier will find those sources and he will supply to the manufacturer. Then manufacturer will convert these raw materials into finished product and the same will be supplied to the distributor, and from distributor it will be distributed to the retail sector, and from there the customer can buy the product or the customer can purchase the product. Okay, so this is the supply chain procedure. Okay, I hope you understood. The next one is, the next core concept is competition. Competition includes all the actual and potential rival offerings and substitute a buyer might consider. Okay, so when we say competition, the first thing comes in our mind that the offerings comes from the rival firms, but no, not only like the actual or potential offerings comes from the rival firms, the competition also will be there from the substitute products a buyer might consider. Okay, for example, say here steel for a car manufacturer. Okay, so this example gives us a clear idea about how steel company get competition not only from steel manufacturer but also from substitute products. Okay, suppose an automobile company is planning to buy steel for its cars, then there are several possible levels of competitors. Okay, the car manufacturer can buy steel from Tata Steel Company, or they can buy from Steel Authority of India Limited, or they can also import from abroad if they want. Okay, or they have an option that they can buy aluminium for certain parts to lighten the car's weight instead of steel, or they have an also option that they can buy engineered plastic for the bumpers instead of steel. Okay, so these are the competition or competitors involved in the steel when it comes to the steel company. So the steel companies not only getting affected or getting competition from the other steel manufacturer, but they are also getting a competition from the aluminium producer as well as the engineered plastic producers. Okay, in fact, in the long run, steel companies are more likely to be hurt by substitute products than by other steel companies. Okay, the same rule will apply to other products as well, and therefore marketers need to study well in advance what are the substitute products, what are the rival firms are available, and what kind of competition will be there if they come up with the same product or if they come in the market. Okay, and the last core concept of marketing is marketing environment. Marketing environment is the combination of external and internal factors and forces which affect the company's ability to establish a relationship and to serve its customers. Okay, and the marketing environment consists of the task environment and the broad environment. The task environment of marketing includes company itself, then suppliers, distributors, dealers, and target customers, and then the one who are engaged in producing, distributing, and promoting the offerings. Okay, so all these factors involved in the task environment. Then next comes broad environment. The broad environment of marketing consists of 6 components, which includes demographic environment, economic environment, physical environment, technological environment, political and legal environment, and socio-cultural environment. Okay, so these are the various components includes in the broad environment, and therefore marketers must pay close attention to the trends and developments in these environment, because whatever changes they find in these environments, there will be a direct impact on the marketing strategies of the company. Okay, and therefore he has to pay attention to the trends and development in these environment and make timely adjustments to their marketing strategies. Okay, so here I conclude the core concepts of marketing. Okay, I hope you understood. There are total 13 core concepts which we have discussed. Okay, thank you.